You guys are wasting your time.
You're not gonna believe this. Sonny says he's getting an attorney.
You believe it?
Well, he told her not to say anything.
Well, why not advise her to cooperate unless he thinks she's got something to hide?
Have a seat, Miss Barrett.
When was the last time you cut into a nice, juicy steak?
We're trying to give you a chance to help yourself.
You ever seen that knife before?
If you help us now, we'll help you later.
We got an eyewitness. Put you at the murder scene.
Did you go up there to kill Mr. Alcazar?
Or did you just have a problem with the T-bone?
She could have sent it back.
Yeah, you didn't have to slash up Alcazar.
Or push him off the terrace.
All right. Do you have proof? Any proof?
How do you think we got the warrant for your arrest?
Your prints all over the knife. Went after Alcazar and you started stabbing him, and then he was backing up, and then he fell off the balcony. Silence is not gonna help you here. Cooperation is what's gonna help you to beat this rap.
He's right, Brenda. You give us something now, we'll help you later.
Say that Alcazar tried to rape you and you were acting in self-defense and that you were gonna call 911, but Jason wouldn't let you. We can work something out, but the first step is you have to admit to the crime. So admit that you killed Alcazar.
I'd like my phone call.
Well, you'll get it as soon as I book you. I just have to figure out what the charges are.
Scott, why don't you go out and do your job and find real criminals?
You got a bit of a temper for a petite little thing. Of course, it was right out there in plain view at the Quartermains when you threatened to kill Alcazar.
Wait a minute, you heard Miss Barrett threaten Louise Alcazar in front of witnesses?
Her exact words were that she could get rid of him because he was never a threat to her.
Ooh, ouch, that was a poor choice of words.
Oh. She came right out and said Alcazar wasn't a physical threat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt your pathetic attempt at acting, but this is a man who led me to believe that I had a fatal illness for 4 years that I never had. He also gave me drugs to keep me under control, and recently he kidnapped me, so yeah, he was a little bit of a threat.
So you hated him, didn't you? You hated him so much that you came at him with a knife, that he plummeted 14 floors to his death.
You know what, you miserable freak? If you were smart, you would leave me alone.
Not saying Mr. Alcazar didn't deserve to die. He's a very bad man. He's an arms dealer. He's a cold-blooded killer. And what he did to you is totally unforgivable. Maybe you snapped. It happens. I see people do it all the time. They just keep going and going, and then boom. They can't take it anymore. You know, Brenda, believe it or not, there are judges and juries out there who will sympathize with a situation like yours, but he is right. If you want us to help you get out of this situation, you have to admit that you killed him.
What the hell went to my wife?
I got it. You're still a suspect here, Anger Boy, all right? So now you turn it down a notch. I want to throw your butt back in that lockup.
Did you ask for a lawyer? Did they let you make a call? Well, that's a violation of her rights, Taggert.
You know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would know. And I know you're trying to railroad Brenda for something she didn't do, and that's not going to happen. Police can't do anything to you without...
We got your wife's fingerprints all over the murder weapon that killed Mr. Alcazar.
A couple hours ago, you convinced I did it. You were wrong about that. You're just going to bring everybody in.
We know exactly how you fit in. You were already at the building because you planned to kill Mr. Alcazar yourself, but Brenda beat you to it. So you tried to remove her from the crime scene, which makes you an accessory after the fact. Looks to me like both Mr. and Mrs. Morgan are going to go down for this. The only thing left to decide is what are the charges going to be. Now, you cooperate with us, and we'll be looking at voluntary manslaughter and aiding and abetting. But you keep looking at me with that stupid look on your face and stonewalling me. We'll be looking at conspiracy and murder 1. All right? Now, in case you're wondering, the difference is about 15 to 20 years of your lives.
All right, look, Jason absolutely did not do anything.
Hold on. I want to talk with my wife alone.
I'll give you 1 minute, but I want you to think about something. She's not a pro like you, all right? She's an ordinary citizen who doesn't kill people for a living. Now, the guilt is going to rip her apart. In case you haven't noticed, it already has. Now, you want to help her? Get her to cooperate with us.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing.
Good. Keep doing that.